Another shocking report, because right here it says that over my dead body that another Christian would rule in Nigeria, and this has been exposed because nobody ever believed. That is a plan that the calculated plan going on right now, that no Christian will ever rule again. They've always planned that Christians will not or never rule the country. But, life itself, only God knows the end from the beginning. A man can only plan, but, even with the execution and everything, God already knows what is going to happen. So, but for these guys to really say that, they are bent on Islamizing the country, but God's plan is always way above and way better than whatever any man can say, and is the best person, the best person in control of the universe. And we all believe and know that He alone can do what no man can do. Well, let me not go too spiritual, but as it is, they have vowed that Christians would never rule Nigeria. But guess what? We'll get into the details because it is very interesting. Anyway, guys, please ensure you have subscribed and also give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get updated anytime we drop a new video. All right, it says right here, over my dead body that another Christian would rule in Nigeria. Guess who said that? Yes, Nigerian politician and former aviation minister has taken to social media to expose what Gumi's father stated in 1989 when General Ibrahim Babangida served as Nigerian president. Back then, I hope what we all know who Gumi is the Islamic cleric that has been negotiating, sitting and dining with terrorists, negotiating for amnesty for them and all of that. His father actually said in 1989 that over his dead body will another Christian rule Nigeria. And he said this in 1989. Abubakar Mahmoud Gumi was a close associate of Hamadu Bello, the premier of the northern region in the 1950s and 60s. He was also an outspoken Islamic scholar and Grand Gandhi of the northern region of Nigeria, a position which made him a central authority in the interpretation of the Sharia legal system in the region. He has a large number of children, but his most popular child happens to be Dr. Hamad Abubakar Gumi, who succeeded his father as a scholar of the Central Mosque in Kaduna. According to Femi Fani-Kayode, Chief Ernest Shonekan became head of state few years after the death of Gumi's father. Meanwhile, the late Gumi once said it would be over his dead body that a Christian would rule in Nigeria. I wonder why Gumi's father hates the Christians, Fani-Kayode said. Well, this was his statement back then, said in 1989, when President Ibrahim Babangida was in power. The founder of the Izala Muslim sect, Sheikh Abubakar Gumi, said it would be over his dead body that another Christian would rule Nigeria. He died 3 years later, and 1 year after that, Christian by name Chief Ernest Shonekan became head of state. In 2021, his son Sheikh Ahmad Gumi told Fulani terrorists, who he claims are fighting an ethnic war because they have been neglected by government and who he believes ought to be forgiven, compensated and rehabilitated for their crimes against humanity, that Muslim soldiers are not the ones that are killing them, but rather the Christian ones. He also told them to stop kidnapping Muslims, as it causes them to lose sympathy amongst the Muslim population. His father's comments were bad enough, but Sheikh Ahmad's comments are worse. They are irresponsible, reckless, dangerous, and incendiary, and could spark off a chain of events that can cause Nigeria and West Africa to be engulfed in fire and horror of war for the next 50 years. I appreciate his effort to rescue the kidnapped, but must this be at the expense of Christian blood? Are the Christians of the North expendable? Should they be whipping boy and the sacrificial lamb for the barbaric savages and terrorists? I really do wonder why the Gumis hate Christians so much. Is it genetic, or are they just irredeemably heartless and insensitive? To make matter worse, Sheikh Ahmad has said he must not refer to these terrorists and bandits as criminals. I don't know whether to laugh or cry, and had I not known better, I would have had cause to question this man's sanity. What else do you call cold-blooded killers of defenseless women and children, if not cowards and criminals? Would he prefer he calls them saints and kind-hearted charity workers? The bottom line is as follows: inciting Fulani terrorists to target and butcher members of the Christian community in Nigeria and appealing to them to attack and kill only Christian soldiers while sparing the Muslims ones does not augur well for national cohesion, peaceful coexistence, and unity. It will only lead to further division, and as a matter of fact, it is a path to a full-scale and full-blown ethnic and religious war, the likes of which have never been seen. This must never be allowed to happen in our country. We must, as Christians and Muslims, come together and fight the terrorists as one. There can be no peace or dialogue with mass murderers, ethnic cleansers, and genocidal maniacs. In this war, we must give no quarter. Ours is to use all means available to resist and crush them and dispatch them to the afterlife. It is left to God to forgive them. Well, obviously, we can all see that all of these, in fact, I really do not know what to say, because like what Femi Fanikade said, he said he does not even know if he is to cry or even to laugh. And some reactions actually emerged and said FFK Gomi should be arrested. That's what I was expecting you to say. Call for his arrest. Why are you all keeping quiet? Assuming a bishop that went there, I know by now everyone will call for his arrest. Yes, I said that earlier before. If it were to be a Christian who has been making this negotiation in the bush with terrorists, I'm very sure he would have since been arrested and thrown behind bars. But guess what? There are some groups who are above the law, and they cannot be behind bars. Well, God knows the best, and we hope that all of these are being solved at the end of the day. Well, guys, that is it from here. I really appreciate you. Please, whatever you have to say about this, drop it in the comment section. We would really like to hear from you, because a lot has been happening lately in the country. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate you. Please give this video a thumbs up, and also don't forget to share with others in the comment section. So guys, thanks for being here. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.